great to get a win. Happy for our team. Played well early in the football game. Did the things we had to do. Kept good balance. I thought defense we were outstanding up front. Played the ball, had 4 turnovers, created 4 turnovers. Played the ball well in the secondary, which was excellent. Offensively, I thought we had great balance in the game. I still think we need to be more physical. Even I think on both sides. I think we can be more physical on both sides of the special teams in the game, in my opinion. I thought, but we played the run well. Didn't run it well enough. Kellen took a couple too many hits, in my opinion, on some miscommunications up front in what we did. And then, of course, we had 2 critical turnovers, and that was a big one right before half. You could have went up 35-0. We fumbled 1-1, ready to go in. That was critical. And then the second one, Kellen throwing the ball, throws a little flag, gets hit on. We missed a blitz up front. I got to let this out. I think it was off. It wasn't the lineman either, I don't think. It was off 2 other guys. And threw the ball hair flat, and the court linebacker made a heck of a play. But we had a guy in the back of the end zone. There's 2 critical turnovers we can't allow to happen. But other than that, I thought Kellen was really good. I thought he made some great third down throws. I thought he was accurate. Balls that, he was making some really, he was getting the 3rd and 4th receivers on things. Total control of the game. Ran the ball well, scrambled well, 3rd downs, he was accurate. I was really pleased with him. I thought Jay Sean, as it got going, kept running better and better. Isaiah got in, got his feet wet, did a couple good things. The young tight ends, played there on defense. You got some of those young players in. Damani, those guys in the secondary. Isaiah, Blades and there, and those guys all made some plays. But for a first game, it was a good, solid game. Kicking game was solid. I saw a couple holes in our kickoff coverage team there. Got split a couple times where they got just a little bit too much that we didn't need to do. Kickers kicked the ball, hit the kicks they needed, punted the ball well. The 2 critical turnovers and being a little more physical in some situations. But it was a solid first game, and hopefully we'll get a lot better. Question?
Start on the right, Gabe.
And Jimbo, you talked about it before, how your corners had been in position last year a lot of times, but sometimes more often than not, the other team would come down with the ball with 4 picks today.
That's huge. And you get confidence. Once you start making plays and you understand you can make them, then you start getting confidence, and that we did a good job in that. And I think the other thing on defense, I think we can pick our pass rush up a little bit. And we did at times, we got some, but I think we can still put pressure on the quarterback a little better than what we did. But those guys in secondary, I thought were really, really covered well, batted balls. Even, we had 1 blown coverage right there at the end of the half. They split a guy. We had 2 guys got confused, but other than that, even the catches they made were pretty contested, or guys were on the run making throws, and played pretty well.
3rd row, right side, Brent.
I wanted to ask you 2 running questions. One is Spiller busted loose for 85 yards as a true freshman, and then on the other side, your defense holding him to 8 yards rushing.
And I thought they were good up front. They were. And I thought you had 200-yard rushers in the game with Corbin and Spiller. Spiller has a big run and did a good job. Now, we had to get his feet wet in the game, and Cabody in the game, and Baldry in there blocking. Those guys did a good job. But it was very solid with that. But our defense being physical against the run up front is critical.
2nd row, right, Christy.
Do you feel like Kellen really has made a step forward or jump forward from last year to now?
Oh, it's not even close. There's so many things. How when you call the game, what he sees, what he does. Where he was getting to on his reads today. And seeing things and getting there easily, and the accuracy of the deep ball and down the field, which he always, wasn't consistent enough of in the past. I think he's really in a good place right now. I really do.
3rd row on the right.
His command of things is really good. He totally understands what's going on.
Hey, Jimbo, over here.
I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you about the running game. It looked, when y'all were having 1st and goal, and I guess you had Bobby Brown in as the blocking fullback for the jumbo package, and it took you, 3 plays?
Well, they did. Well, what they were doing, they were overload the side and started slanting to him, and then we got the call from up top, ran the ball the other way, and scored. That's what they were slanting the whole front to the side that Bobby was on, which people do. Then we made the transition on. Found they couldn't tell the first play what happened. The second play, they saw the slant, so we took it the other way, and where would punch again.
And after that, it seemed like on the next drive that you made an emphasis on running the ball. I think all the plays of that touchdown drive were running. Can you?
Well, we did. And I wanted to keep ground. I wanted to keep balance. I wanted to get some guys some touches. And there were certain kinds of runs I had in my mind that I wanted to be able to do and get accomplished and get on film and let our guys. And I said I wanted to let them just some runs where they could just stick their feet in the ground and come off the football. You know what I mean? And just be physical in the game and play that way. And we did. And I wanted to get those backs some touches.
Go all the back, way in the back, behind the lights, Mike.
Coach, were you pleased with how your team finished the game? I know you said you wanted the killer mentality.
Okay. I thought we were okay. I thought twos went in on offense and moved the ball really well. Zach had a couple throws he missed right off the beginning, but as expected, first time coming in. Defense, it's a shame we gave that up. But no, not totally. they scored 7 points, and we didn't need that to happen, and we need to score more than we did on offense.
Right side, Kurt, then to the left, Sam.
Jimbo, over here, 4 interceptions. Are you ready for Trevor Lawrence now?
Man, that guy, it's going to be a little bit different ball game now. They got some great receivers in Trevor, and I'm glad our guys got some confidence going in, but we're going to have to play one heck of a game. I mean, that's been a little bit different deal with Trevor and those guys throwing, but, we played them last year. Hopefully we'll see how it goes.
Go left, Sam, then to the right, Brent.
Jimbo, with a couple new pieces on the interior of that line, how do you feel that went with first?
I can't tell you. It's hard to say until I see the film. You know what I mean? I think there's some misses in there that I can't understand where some guys slipped through. But that's going to be expected when you have a couple new guys in there. You know what I'm saying? In the first part of it. So I'll evaluate the film. I don't want to say till I can totally. I'm going off your say until I can see the film.
To the right, Brent, and then to the left, Alex.
Two-parter, what was it that separated Zach Calzada in terms of him coming off the bench first, and then how would you evaluate Colton Prater playing center?
Again, I'll look at the film. Prater seemed to play a pretty solid game, making calls and all that stuff. I'll look. Probably we need to get McCollum in there a little more. That's my fault. Probably need to make sure he keeps in that reps and guard and center, keep him a few more reps. He's too good a player, and we let that slip. That's not on Josh, on me. Get him going, not for anything that those guys don't do, but keep a rotation in the game. What was the first part of that? He played. I mean, just consistency. He had some really good scrimmages, and in the last week of practice, I thought he practiced really well, and he's making the plays. He's really making strides, and you see the physical arm talent which he's making. And the other guys didn't do anything bad. I mean, they're right there with him. So we'll keep evaluating and keep playing those young guys, developing them too.
We'll go left, Mark, and then Christie, and then Travis.
Jimbo, you got a lot of linebackers in today. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about Buddy and Hines and Aaron Hansford.
They all played a lot, got in some situations. We'll have to look at the film to evaluate, to make sure what they did. But obviously they did some really good things. We played to run well and played well on defense. So hopefully we can look at that and see. But it was great to see them out there. They were active, making plays. And, I didn't hear a lot of people yelling and complaining about them. So that's a good thing.
We'll go right side, Christie, then Travis and Gabe.
I know your team always talks about focusing on the current week, but were you impressed with their focus on this game, considering what you have looming next week?
I really was. I'm telling you, there was no Clemson looking at Clemson, doing anything with Clemson. That's a fact. We've learned that. We're not going to do that. And, you don't want to get that ready for somebody that early anyway. You can be too ready too early. And you got to learn to play the game in hand, and I thought they did that.
Staying on the right, Travis, and then Gabe.
A lot of rotation in the defensive secondary. How much of that was the job still up for grabs, or how much of that just seeing some guys?
Well, both.
Do you think that pushed the competition?
I mean, you want guys that you can play, see some guys can play, and guys earned that time in camp. You know what I mean? I thought they earned that time in camp and played well enough to deserve some reps. We wanted to see game reps, and we kept some rotations and or some combinations of young guys and older guys together. So you didn't always have all the young guys together, because in the secondary for your communication parts of things, getting that game out of the way was really huge as far as getting that. So now I think we feel comfortable with all the mixes.
Are those positions still up for grabs?
They're all going to play. Listen, we're going to try to play as many guys as we possibly can and everywhere. Because you got to develop players, you got to have depth, and keep a good rotation of these guys.
Right side, Gabe, and then Justin on the left will wrap us up.
Think Elam could be this year's Caper Smith in that same role as a senior, emerging at the sack and the.
I hope so. That's what we're doing. And we got him in there. We'll have have Oliver in there. We'll have a different guy, Chap in there. We'll keep mixing, matching, and being able to match up guys in different ways. But he had a really good game.
Was this a continuation of what you've been seeing from him?
Yeah, it really is.
Left side, Justin, you wrap us up. We'll get the players.
Coach Courtney and Jamon, 6 catches each. I think both over close to 80 yards and 2 touchdowns apiece. What do you see from them, and how pleased are you with the receiving corps?
Well, they're playing well. I mean, we had a couple of things we got to clean up on there, but for the most part, they played well. I thought we missed some blocks on some quick bubble screens and flat routes out there that we got to get cleaned up and some things, but they're playing well. Jamon has had an outstanding camp. Courtney has too. He's been hurt and then he came back. He's played really well. But Jamon, I can't say enough good things. And Courtney's outstanding too. It's great to get 13 back in there. We got him going. Got to get 81 going in there. 14 had some things. I mean, it was good. I mean, those guys are all really good players. But Jamon, the guys, and Courtney have had really good camps.
All right, Coach, thank you. We'll get the players.
Thank you, guys.